Welcome back to my conversation with Bones. This is the second part, in which he performs the opening of his book, Warrior's Bible.
Hi, and welcome to our Warrior's Bible. Give me a moment to chat about myself. And no, I'm not being egotistical. Truth is, it's meant to be inspirational, because I got inspired too, so now I'm hoping to inspire you. I was born in 1970, last child in our family, 3 brothers, 1 sister who got sick terminally, passed away 4 days before her 42nd birthday, my sis Vinette, who I refer to as V. She's my angel, always funny, caring and gentle. She was the only person who could control me when I was uncontrollable. She was a yin to my yang. Not that I was a bad man, I was just hard-headed, opinionated, confrontational, never yielded, knew my own mind, wasn't a follower, was a leader man, wouldn't defer, was always my own man. No one else could stop me from doing what I planned. But let me continue introducing the rest of the clan. Yeah, Mom's name's Lila, Jack's my dad, eldest bro Carl and my other brother Roy, and not forgetting V, and last but not least, namely me, Anthony. I was a marga lad, trust it was sad. I was extremely bony, that bad. From the age of 8, let's see, maybe 9, I got the name Bones pinned upon me. Although we had nada, niche, I still gotta admit, growing up in Wolverhampton was Chris. Yeah, we struggled a bit for a lack of money. There's a big shortage. From the age of 9, I realized we were broke. That realization helped me to grow up. With 5 mouths to feed and clothe with hardly any dough, my pops undertook whatever fucked up work. That's why now it's mashed up, brocked up, healthy, so fucked up. But I gotta give him kudos because he provided for us with hardly any fuss. And them times was worse, because being born black was rotted tough. Now, give me a moment, I got a comment. That's why we have things like the Black Panthers, civil rights movement, battling for betterment to rid us of this torment. Can you see why my pops I had to commend? Ma fed and raised us, nurtured and loved us. You better believe she controlled us, instilled in us manners and respect for our elders. But I gotta tell you, she was a bad mama jamma. If we were out of order and stirred up her anger, boy, I can't even tell you because I'm still scared of her. But seriously, she was a standard that all mothers should be. That's not the case though, unfortunately. My eldest bro Carl is a breeder warrior, also known as Buster. Mastered the art of fighting, became a doorman, what a bad man, a righteous man. In our ends, he couldn't be tested, couldn't be bested, never backed down from nobody or no one. He was, and still is, more than respected. Taught enough jiu-jitsu, helped them come through. Generosity, man, if only you knew. He's my sensei and a real comfort to me with his big heart, good ways and honesty. No shame, no morals, no honor. My other brother. Boy, sir. Right, sir. Touchy subject, choose a minute hear me dirty laundry in a public. Still pissed though, can't lie though, me da love feeding enough licks though, the gist though. With him, the point is this: if I've got nothing good to say, it's best I say nish. Most families have one within their midst, and in our family, he was that one. I can feel the red mist descending, so moving firmly along. Growing up in Wolverhampton, I had friends and gal plenty, was young and feisty, hit the streets early in pursuit of good times and prosperity, roaming and exploring with restless energy, hung out with peeps that were older, had seniority, that made me bolder, grew up quick, perhaps a little too quickly. Had my first shoot shares age 17, the mum was 23. Hold on, let me jack that up, need to back that up, get back to my school days, I gonna chat that up. Man, those days, what a waste. Was told by the deputy head I was a waste of space. Said I wouldn't amount to nothing. But fuck that fat bitch, cause she don't know nothing. I was labelled a troublemaker cause I wouldn't conform. I was a youth who was far from the norm. While at school I was hustling and juggling, was more than up on that boy and gouting. And that continued after I left a missed education shitstorm. Now don't forget I told you I had a kid, cause the way I was up and down, I sure did. But when I had him myself, I was still just a kid. I wasn't up at the job of what fathers did. Most of my friends consisted of criminals, pimps and thieves. You know how it's days, we grew up in the streets and ran with these. They were constantly getting locked up. Me, I had better luck. Had to be conscious though, because never mind the police. Please, if caught, my brother Carl would have bossed me up. Now, in all my years, he's the only one I truly feared. Difference is though, he cares. I tried stints at work, but I knew my worth. That shiznit I shirked. I wasn't going to kill myself in some factory and take orders from some jerk. But the streets kept on calling, so I hustled pan small things, saw some weed, shot his speed, had gal giving me greens, could put my mind to any hustle if there's really a need. Now, I wasn't a bad child, just at times a little wild, but we had to be out there like everybody else, just trying to survive. But the proper fun began when I turned 21, because for us, that's when the rave scene truly began. Me and Flex were close before primary school. Man, he was stubborn, bad like a mule. We looked out for each other, that was our rule. That man's like my brother, we cool, from the same gene pool. Close like Batty and Bench, but minus the stench. Thought the same way, like twins sharing the same DNA. He came out of jail, his runnings curtailed. Me being me, I introduced him to the rave scene. And oh boy, what a team. We were ravers with our shady maneuvers. That time was proper, all nations together. Peace and love, man, that was my era. Never troubled no one, but used to send out warnings. We loved the peacetime, but we're still up on this war thing. Had encounters with out-of-towners, hopefully outnumbered, but would we back down? Not while there were still foes standing around us. We used to get off our faces, busting skanks when the bass kicked. That time still amazes, with our eyes open wide while making our raises. But all good things come to an end, and that had a helping hand. Cause unity, solidarity, camaraderie, the shits them couldn't stand. Without the factor of the rave scene, as that time was serene, I started turning dark again, started turning mean, undertaking any hustle in pursuit of the greens. I stayed in the shadows, means I didn't want to be seen. By this time me and Flex fell out, leaving me alone on my team. I hustled and bustled, and at times struggled, thinking, is this it? Fuck me, man, this life is shit. You know how this life is? You have it good and bad, but now mostly just sad. Losing friends, beat by drugs, death, jail, or betrayal goes round and round like a dog chasing its tail. Even way back then, before we were men, I knew something weren't right with this your shit stem. In this life I felt mired, I tired, I just didn't seem fired. It made me question what I had, what I truly desired. Had another youth on the way, do I stay the same way or mature, so I can look to the future and look after Ash, that's my daughter. I knew I wasn't prepared, I looked at my friends, our lives had compared. I thought, perhaps I could win if only I dared. The year was 1997, the year leukemia first struck V. At first it was a mystery. She had treatment, chemotherapy, which ravaged the body, got her sickly. But my sister's got character. She's a true breed warrior and never let it bother her. It's truly an honor to be her brother. I was age 27, I was pissed off universally, wanted to change, considered university. I gotta admit the thought was scary, I was wary, then along came my bravery as I always rose to challenges and adversity. What happened next? Keep 'em peeled for historical part B.
Well, that was amazing. Thank you so much to Bones for taking the time to talk to me. Join us in 2 weeks when we talk to another Wolverhampton creative.